We start this week's video getting a new windscreen in the van. Welcome back, week 14. As I said, welcome everybody to week 14 of this 52 weeks of fitness in my 50s. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, I appreciate you very much. So I've just dropped off the van for a new windscreen and I'm heading out for a 1 hour easy ride while they sort the van out. So it's nice to be riding somewhere new. I put my van in for a new windscreen in Norwich and I'm heading out to find a little bit of the Marriott's Way, which is one of these old disused train lines which provides some lovely walking and cycling now for us. I think this must be it. Yeah, this looks right. So yeah, nice light week this week ahead of Brighton Marathon in 6 days time. Just some easy runs, easy rides, swim later on, a little bit of CrossFit tomorrow, but overall just keeping it very light. Bit of a tempo run session midweek, but otherwise just spinning over, keeping moving, being sensible and making sure I'm as fit as I can be for Brighton Marathon this weekend. So it's just an hour's ride I've got planned today. The garage on my van for 2 hours, so I'll probably get about an hour and 10 minutes riding. I've planned a little 16-mile loop and I'll probably end up in a coffee shop or somewhere afterwards while I wait to finish the windscreen off. But yeah, nice to get somewhere new. Woo, windy. That'd have been fun to video. Right, made it onto the Marriott's Way. Just had to make a brief stop to sort out my son, who's on the phone sorting out his HMRC account and getting a dentist appointment. It's always fun being a parent, isn't it? 19-year-olds are just as needy as when they're little. And we made it onto the Marriott's Way. This is quite lovely. I have run along here before, but it's quite nice to bring the gravel bike down. One thing I wasn't too sure about was how muddy the Marriott's Way would be. My wife and her friends did a marathon along here about a month ago or so, and it was muddy. It's dried out a little bit, but it's still pretty muddy, but rideable, so it's good. And I've only got, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles along here, I think. Then I turn off, go through a couple of villages before winding my way back down through England into Cossey and back to the van. But when I hit the villages, that's when I'm going to be on coffee shop watch. But the main aim, as I said, just keep this light. For those of you who don't know, I'll just go through my plan for the rest of this year. I've got all sorts of events going on. So far this year, what have I done? Dubai half marathon, and then Tokyo Marathon. Coming up this weekend, Brighton Marathon, and then go back into a bit more triathlon and cycling focused. So I've got some big sportives. I'm doing Fred Whitton Challenge, 112 miles around the Lake District. I'm doing an 80-mile sportive in Yorkshire, and I think a 100-mile sportive in Somerset. And then towards the end of the summer, another Eroica bike ride in Italy, but this is a new gravel bike version rather than a vintage bike. Amongst that, I've got Beccles Triathlon, which is a small local sprint-ish distance, and I've got Outlaw Holcombe Half Iron, Not going long distance this year. The main aim for this year is Valencia Marathon in December. So once the triathlons are out of the way and the bike rides are out of the way, then we go back into running, building up towards Berlin Marathon in September, which will be my 5th of 6 majors, and then the main target of the year, which is Valencia in December. So it's a fun packed year. Drop us a like or a subscribe if you can. I'd love to get to 1,000. I think I've just about turned over 700, so I'm getting there. Anyway, hill coming up, gear change needed. Another thing that I will be doing alongside all of that training, races, events, bike rides, triathlons and running and stuff, is hopefully targeting an all-time PB at Valencia. 3:15:57 is currently my marathon PB, and I want to get sub 3:15, and I reckon this is my best shot at it. With all this training building up to it, good solid couple of years, I reckon it's my best shot at sub 3:15. So alongside that, I've also got to get from 78 kg down to 70. That's what I want to do. If I'm going to be in my best ever marathon shape, then I need to be the perfect marathon weight as well. And I look at all these spreadsheets of how much weight affects running, and I think it's a good chunk of time there I can save if I can shave off 6 or 7 kilos. I'm also doing strength training. I've taken a bit of a liking to CrossFit and gym work, so I'll carry that on through the build up to Valencia. So really, I'm so excited about the next 8 months of this year, which will hopefully culminate in my 24th marathon at Valencia, and hopefully a big PB. I'd like to try and squeeze another one in somewhere, make it 25, but also for 2025, because I'm not going long this year in triathlon, I'm hoping to do Challenge Roth, which is an early season full distance, sort of May, June. So hopefully to carry on all this supreme fitness through into my 4th iron distance event in 2025. Right, looks like I'm turning off here, back onto the roads, back into coffee shop territory. Oh, there's another little train station here. Some of these train stations are turned into coffee shops. Old disused train stations. Let's see what we got here. No. Lovely house conversion with some old sheds turned into workshops. That's my dream, but no coffee shop. Anyway, back on the road. Didn't fall in the mud. Let's go and get a drink somewhere. Okay, just looking for somewhere to get a cup of coffee. Can't find anywhere. Anyway, I've had a phone call to say the caravel is all done. So I'm going to head back over to Autoglass, pick it up and head for home. So what's coming up next? I've got a swim tonight, and then tomorrow I've got a 30-minute easy run and a CrossFit session. So I will see you tomorrow. Okay, quick midweek update for you. It is Thursday. Yesterday I had a bit of a pre-marathon massage with Josh Holman. I did a 30-minute easy run with some 20-second strides at the end. Had a haircut. That's about it. Today I've got a 45-minute run session with some sort of taper effort. So 5 lots of 2 minutes progressive, then 3 lots of 2 minutes quicker than marathon pace. Tomorrow, Friday, 45-minute bike ride, just nice and easy, again spinning the legs over. Saturday, 20 minutes sort of pre-race day gentle run, and then Sunday's the big day. What else has happened this week? Right, 2 toenails have decided to fall out after being black for about a year probably, 1 on each foot. The long one next to your big toe, they've both been black for ages, finally fallen out, which I think is quite good because they feel a lot better. I also went for a run down the driveway, tarmac drive, stood on a stone, only wearing my socks, absolute agony. But it's fine, I ran on it yesterday, it's okay. I've bruised the bottom of my foot. I went down like I'd been sniped. It was awful. Serves me right for running across the tarmac in just my socks. Still a bit croaky, voice is still a bit croaky, but lungs are certainly feeling a hell of a lot better. So all looking okay for Sunday. It's going to be quite warm, I think, and quite windy. So weather might not be ideal, but hey, it is what it is. I'm feeling okay. Just taking the dog for a quick walk, and then I'm going to head out after lunch for this 45-minute run session, which I'm quite looking forward to be honest. I've been puppy sitting for 6.5 hours this morning. He woke up at 6:20. It's now lunchtime. I'm handing over to my 23-year-old son to look after the puppy, and I'm gone running. So I am starting to feel that sort of 3 days before marathon stress, worrying about pace and how it goes, and that horrid feeling sometimes you get halfway through when it starts to feel harder than it should do. I'm starting to get those pre-run nerves, but equally I think it's my 21st marathon, 24th if you include Ironman marathons. I'm kind of getting my head around the marathon distance now. I'm looking forward to it. I know what my body is capable of because I've done a few recently. You know, I did Tokyo 342-ish. I mean, it was 344, but it was, my Garmin measured it as 26.7. It obviously wasn't, but my Garmin thinks I ran further. So I've done Tokyo just recently. Back end of last year, I did New York and Valencia. Training has gone pretty well. Lungs aren't great, but I'm holding out okay. I'm just looking forward to getting it. To be honest, I'm looking forward to getting this done, and then I have got 4 months off marathons to get into some lovely bike rides and to work on a few other bits and pieces with my life and my health. But obviously the videos carry on because I quite enjoy these. It's quite nice just to have people to talk to and to share stuff with, because I don't work in an office full of people or anything like that, so that day-to-day banter and chatting with people how things are going, I do that through here, to be honest. So I'm enjoying the videos. I hope you are too. I do get some lovely comments, which I'm very grateful for, every single one. So yeah, let's get this race done, and then we've got some exciting stuff coming up. Well, it's after lunch and I'm getting the session done. 45 minutes. I've got the whole thing programmed into my Garmin, but also written down on my hand. There you go, just to remind me of my planned paces. 10 minutes, 9-minute miling, then 5 progressive 2-minute blocks at 8:30, 8:20, 8, 7:50, 7:40, 3-minute recovery, and then 3 2-minute blocks at about 7-minute miling with 2-minute recoveries and 10 minutes home. The majority of this hopefully should be over fairly sharpish, with just a recovery back into the headwind. Just finishing the 3rd block, 8-minute miling, going to the 4th, 7:50. Somewhere in between these two should be my planned marathon pace for Sunday. Well, that's the 5 by 2 minutes done, all on target. Now I've got 3 by 2 minutes, all about 7:05 miling, and I want to turn off in about half a mile, so I'm probably going to loop back for the recoveries. That's one of the things I love about running. You can actually have a plan, you can think about it, work out exactly how it works for you, and hopefully nail it. 45 minutes where I can hopefully tick a goal or a target off. Lots of things in the day don't go to plan, but this is a 45-minute respite where it's all down to me, and I know I'll feel good at the end of it. And the sun's come out. Look at this, how beautiful. All done and heading for home. The hard 2-minute efforts, heart rate got a bit high probably, but the sun came out, of course it did. But the rest of it was fine. So out on the bike tomorrow. Let's hope for a bit more of the sunshine, and I will see you there. Nice empty main road. Appreciate that. Right. See you on the bike tomorrow. Well, Friday is here. 2 days till Brighton Marathon, and it's a 30-minute easy spin on the bike. And it's actually short sleeves weather. How exciting is that? I mean, I'm pushing it. I could do with maybe a bit of long sleeve on, but it's nice and warm. But yeah, it's just a 30-minute leg loosener after the run efforts I did yesterday. And in this direction, there is no wind, which means I'm probably going to hit headwind on the way back. I've just started to get my running stuff together, things I don't want to forget. I've got a pile with my Alpha Flies on, some Suda cream which I need to go inside my socks, my running bib, my drop-off bag. Just started to pull things together because tomorrow I'll be packing and leaving. I don't want to leave those essentials at home. Tomorrow morning I've got a 20-minute gentle little run to do. I'm also taking photos at parkrun, so I think for the first time ever I'm going to try taking photos of the first lap of parkrun. I've done some calculations, it should work. Take some photos of the first lap of parkrun and then put my camera down, run parkrun, and hopefully finish before the tail walker. Should be about 26-27 minutes. If I do 15 minutes of photos, that makes 42 minutes, and normally our first finisher is 50 minutes, so I should just about get away with it. And if that works, that'd be really cool, because I'm on 203 park runs. I'd love to get to 250, but I'm always taking photos or run director or something. Unfortunate case of bad timing. 6 days after Brighton Marathon, I've got an 88-mile sportive in Yorkshire, which is going to be hilly. And that is a nice training ride on the way towards the Fred Whitton Challenge, which is about a month afterwards. So as soon as this marathon's done, I've got some cycling to do. And so I thought I'd cram a couple of sportives in. So yeah, weekend after Brighton Marathon, we've got an Airbnb booked in Yorkshire. I'm out of breath already. And so I thought I'd better get on these hills while I can. Woo! Wow. I'm in trouble the following weekend. No, that's not true. I've got some bike fitness there. Hang on, gear change. I have got some bike fitness. I've been riding every week, all through my marathon blocks. So I should be good. It'll be a long one, but hopefully I can get chatting to some other riders and make it a nice, enjoyable ride back in my home county of Yorkshire. Look at this weather, beautiful. Quiet little back roads, sunshine, greens and yellows popping through, stunning. Roll on months and months of sunny cycling. So what I think I'm going to do, Friday today, I'm going to end this week's video here. It'll be uploaded Sunday. So Saturday's, tomorrow's 20-minute run will probably be included on the following week's video, which will include Brighton Marathon in 2 days' time, uploaded the following week. Makes sense? Hope it does. Take care, hope you're enjoying yourselves, having a good week, getting your training done. Let me know what you're up to. One-handed down the hill. Okay, I will catch you on the next video. See you later, bye.